Hello and welcome to the Sam and Matt Antics podcast.
He's Matt, I'm Sam. He drives, I don't. And that's just the way it is.
Indeed it is. And we are back after a gap of 7 years. 7 years, Cobber.
It's a long time.
It is indeed a long time. We're back in podcast form this time. You may remember that we originally had a YouTube channel, Sam and Matt Antics, where we just used to record random things while I was driving.
Usually it was just in the car and just chatting and asking each other random questions and how-to guides, didn't we? We did some how-to guides.
I did how to do a 3-point turn that turned out to be a 5-point turn.
The content will be better this time, guys, I promise.
Indeed. We've obviously, a lot has happened since 7 years. A lot has happened.
Indeed.
Sam has been to university and left university with a
degree in international business management and then got into full-time employment down here. Matt's moved on in his life.
Well, still where I was before, but in a new role now, and things are looking good on that front. So anyway, we've decided to do this podcast. So, Robert, what are we going to be doing in this podcast series?
So we thought it would be good to just come on and do a podcast where we just had a chat about different topics. So one week we might give you our opinion on mental health related topics, which is something that is quite close to both Matt and my heart. Other weeks we might talk about the struggles of dating in this current world. I think COVID has not just done a number on the population, but it's also done a number on how we actually meet each other and interact with each other. But that's another story for a whole other episode. And yeah, it's just the idea is we're going to have a opinionated podcast between myself and Matt with the occasional guest speaker, someone that can come on and talk about the topic that we are speaking about that week. Maybe they work in that profession and just want to tell us more and give a professional insight.
And just to add that everything that we say in this podcast is just our individual opinions only. They are no way to do with the companies that we work for or anybody else that we know. They are just our opinions and not to be taken out of context, I think is the key thing there.
Yeah, definitely. And we will obviously say some things that we will fact check beforehand, but that does not necessarily mean that everything we say has been fact checked.
Indeed. And we're very much looking forward to this. It's going to be a good experience for both of us. Hopefully we will get some nice audience figures. If you guys come up with any suggestions, or if you want to send us a voice note of something to talk about or want our opinions on, then you can contact us on social media or via our email address, which is...
That's samanticspodcast@gmail.com. We have an Instagram page, which we will publish in the bio of this trailer as well. If you have any questions or want to get in touch or leave us some feedback, it'll be greatly appreciated. Obviously, we are in no way professional podcasters. We're just doing this for ourselves and for a bit of fun. And if we pick up a few guys on the way that like our content, like what we're putting out, then that's brilliant for us.
And if you do want to get in touch and send us your suggestions on what we can talk about, we can talk about almost anything, whether it be, like Sam said earlier, mental health related, or sport is another thing we can talk about. Anything at all, and we will give it some thinking about, and we will do an episode on it. Definitely. Speaking of episodes, so Robert, when is this? When are we going to be releasing these?
Okay, so every Monday we'll be releasing a new podcast. Obviously, if this will be published on your chosen streaming service, whether that be Spotify, Apple Music, or any of the others. Every Monday morning. We're hoping to be about 9 o'clock, but we'll let you know.
And what more could you ask for to start your week than Sam and I popping up on your phone on a Monday morning?
I mean, that's everyone's dream. That is.
You just life is great when that happens. And that's pretty much it. Like I say, we're very much looking forward to doing this, and we want your guys' input. This is not just a podcast between me and Sam. We want to get as many of you involved as possible.
Definitely.
So please do get in touch. And we very much look forward to speaking about various different things in the podcast series.
Hope to chat to you next week.